Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. It's not exactly a blind playthrough that we're doing. I have been to at least a couple of planets in a previous game, but I figured we'd start right from the beginning. Just so that those of you who are not familiar with the early parts of the story can catch up. Blue Castro, welcome to the stream. Hello. How are you? Some cover is destructible. Your cover may not be cover. Please check that your cover is still cover. I think we'll leave it to Liam to throw the big grenades. Arg. My headset lead is interfering with the zip on my hoodie. Discarding clothes on stream. Very naughty. There we go. Bye-bye, hoodie. So, here we are. Let's have a look at the state of our current quest. Yes, we were investigating the murders. En bout de station. What were we? That's right, yeah. Surely we have to go back to the Nexus. So they have someone in the brig who may or may not be a murderer. Murder. For any of you old guard who remember Taggart. Yeah. That was murder. Alrighty. Trees, very nice. They grew up pretty fast. Let's talk to this chap.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilk, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Everyone argues.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
That is pretty horrible. But it's not exactly murder.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. but I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
We do need to have a look.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Don't hope too much, dude. I'll do my best. But if the evidence still points the same way, I have to send you up the river.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
It's kind of you, dude, but I'm here on business, unfortunately.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Well, unfortunately, to prove murder, you need to prove intent to kill.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. This case is closed.
You've probably got too many things on your mind.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Well, it sounds like it was warranted in your case.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yeah, you bet.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
You and me both, Kandros.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Alright, dude. So, we have someone in ops to speak to.
Embarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Notice the handle
Await
there.
further
Too
instructions.
small for missiles.
Be surprised.
The Nexus versus colonist Milken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Well, it's unpleasant, but it's hardly damning evidence, I have to say. Let's find witness Shaw, shall we? And let's step on it. A man's life is on the line. Whoa.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
He was going to kill him. I saw it in his eyes. I'm not sure I'm swayed by that kind of evidence either. Was there a reason for him to be worried to be drawing a weapon? Were there Ket about to descend?
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Again, you're introducing evidence, madam.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Fair point.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Oh, well. Let me tell you what I intend to do. Our favourite Solarian?
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Castro, you're aware that I have an Instagram account as well. Although it is mostly food. In fact, it's probably 99% food.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
I did indeed.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Maybe.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
I was not aware of that.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Well, the Solarians typically don't like Krogan anyway, so this guy's attitude doesn't particularly surprise me.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
An uplift, of course, is where you attempt to bring a species to viable space travel sort of level. Those of you who have not read David Brin, I suggest reading some David Brin.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Let's just speak once more about the planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Yeah, this guy is obviously the main political mind here. The Solarians don't live very long because their metabolisms and brains and nearly everything else about them run at hyperspeed. So they have short lifespans, but they burn very brightly. Okay. So we have to investigate the murder evidence, which is still, crucially, languishing down on the planet. Okay, so let's just speak with the other main individuals here. Ah, now this looks like science is happening over here.
Building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it, but I hate should.
Should is a terrible word. Hey, Prof. Prof? Hello.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
That sounds cool.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop, or lab, you know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Whoa, you're very quick when you want to speed up.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
No. Keep it together.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And I need to know.
Roger that.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Why not?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Cha-ching. I can hit some rocks. For science. So we have streamlined the interface, that's good. Tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminum and aluminium. Now that I appreciate. That's some good user experience right there. Something, 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 something. Good. Okay. So we've got to scan some minerals. That's cool. We will get around to that. I always go full Columbo Blue Castro. That's my secret. I am always full Columbo. Oh, one more thing. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, just one more thing, Doc. Ooh, a datapad. I like reading other people's stuff. Same. For posterity, in case the initiative goes belly up. The Nexus is a 4-ring circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who's likely to create dissent. Somebody hates drama. Probably Kesh. Krogan tend to speak pretty plainly.
I don't care. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What exactly are you doing?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Yeah, you guys have had it pretty bad out there.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Well, that sounds fairly fair.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
And so why are you still here?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Okay. I don't know why I typed that. Yeah, Kesh, she's definitely sticking around for some reason. Do I dare ask about the genophage? When the Krogan were pretty feral and difficult to control and had space travel, a lot of people got very worried, and there were lots of wars, which the Krogan tended to win because they were ferocious. And so the Solarians designed a nasty virus. I'll let Kesh tell you about it. I think it's important.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Wow.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had.
Wow.
Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Yeah, that's like 40 times more viable.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
True that. What other problems can I help you with?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's Arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
I feel slightly suspicious that an awful lot of leadership personnel were destroyed when one particular wing of the Nexus got hit by the Scourge. That's a little bit much of a coincidence for me.
I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Materials, you got it.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
Okay.
My crew's
Kesh.
We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority.
Ah, she's not talking to us. Cool. Oh, a shotgun barrel. See how that could come in handy. Alright, let's talk with the unpleasant one.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Careful.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
What's been going wrong on the planet?
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Well, you sound pretty damn frustrated, but that's understandable. You've been here for over a year. Nothing to show for it.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Well, luckily for you, madam, I don't need your trust to do my job.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair.
These are completed missions. Here we go. Okay. So, for Dash McCoy, we have to place a pendant on Eos. That's fine, but that requires Eos. Hitting rocks for science. We need, presumably, to scan some rocks on some worlds, so that requires Eos. Missing scientists. Not sure what happened to them. May or may not require Eos. Need to investigate the murder evidence. Basically, we need to hit the dirt, I think. Oh no, it's downstairs, isn't it? Hey, Cora. Are you just gonna stand there? Okay.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now
You don't trust bad fringes, yeah. I figure she's been asleep 600 years. You're entitled to a little bit of bedhead.
Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it. You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
So she's our resident fixer. I'm never sure whether to talk during a loading screen, because something might suddenly pop up on the screen and be like da 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 da, and I'm still wittering away like an idiot.
Everything state-of-the-art.
Like
Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Good to see you looking so well, Sarah.
Oh, hey, Lexi.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
But runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Yeah, I think I could get used to this.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part.
Oh, show
When
me
you're
the
ready
best
to
part.
fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
You're all going to have to bear with me. This ship,
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
I get so lost
The
on this
meeting
ship,
room.
it's just not
You
funny.
can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Ooh. Science happening in
Our
here.
tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate...
No liquor cabinet in here, though.
Some serious kit over here.
Liam!
Pathfinder, check this toy.
I'm trying to, man, but you won't talk to me. Talk to me. There we go.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
I'm all about what's useful.
Oh, this is. Especially if you grabbed anything from Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
Very cool.
We can craft our way through. Turn the junk we find into an advantage.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after we're through. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Select research to unlock new blueprints and augmentations using the research data you've acquired. So every time we scan things, we get points to spend on research and development. Alrighty, so we can either think something up or we can develop something. Let's develop something. Boom. Okay. Okay. So basically, I think what we have here is kind of one of everything. We've got an assault rifle, we have a pistol, a shotgun, we have a long gun, another assault rifle and another pistol. I like shotguns. Show me shotguns. Yeah. Boom. What can we research? I am traditionally cautious, so let us research some armor. Milky Way, Helios, and Remnant. So we have Helios tech, Milky Way tech, and of course Remnant tech, which is not yet available. Hyper Guardian. Tidy. And N7 gear. Okay, so I can't see anything changing, so let's have a look at a new chest plate. Okay, here we are. So we have 20 Milky Way research data points. What about Helios? Oh, we have 250. That looks far sharper. Ket fusion gear, very nice. Okay, so obviously we're picking up bits and pieces, and like good wombles, we are reassembling it into something useful. Helios defender armor. That's purple. Blue Castro, that is very nearly magenta. Oh. And we can afford it. We can't afford the better versions. Ooh. Nah, it just gets lumpier. Nah, man. I'm all about that svelte style. Check that out. Okay. So I think we can create the blueprint here, but obviously we can't build the thing, because if you have a look over on the right hand side where this bit is moving, you can see we do not have the requirements that we need. It does look magenta, doesn't it? Are you sure you want to research this project? Yes, it's magenta. Silly computer asking me silly questions. Do you want to make something magenta? Yes. Oh, that's actually glass. That's creepy.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Gallo Jath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Yes, it will.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So, how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was
optimized
for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Well, we got to step up.
I guess we have to be.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Solarians.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Nah.
No time for speeches. Let's see what we can find.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Seatbelt, seatbelt, this is the law. Come on, people.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Alrighty. So this is where we currently are. At Sunghae. So, Pfeiffer. Erickson. Okay, I think that little exclamation mark means we have a quest. Let's zoom in. Well, that's a very little zoom.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
That's what I like. So it appears to be an aluminium deposit. 59. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much here. Okay. That looks like a black hole. Yep. Not going anywhere near that. Okay, let's that was interesting, and we will check out some other systems as well. But for right now, let's get to EOS and get everyone's counting on us.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Right, you are, buddy. Let's get a closer look.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ked.
Let's go. Okay. Okay, so the Predator M3. Mods. We have no pistol mods available, so that is the best pistol that we can currently use. Fine. Secondly, however, I am not a great shot at range, so I think we probably don't need an assault rifle. Let's use... Okay. So this is an Asari designed shotgun. It seems to have higher damage than the M23, the human weapon. So let's run with this one. However, we are going to have to mod it. Shotgun barrel. Boom. There we go. So we have a sidearm. We have a main weapon. We've always got the Omniblade, which is always fun. Armor. Any mods? No mods available. Pity. Okay. Consumables. Think we're okay. We're taking Liam and Cora. Oh, we could take Vetra though. No, let's go with our existing squad.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready.
I like that guy.
Callow? Alright.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on EOS. I can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Oh, sorry. You okay?
Yeah, we're feeling it.
I think I'm still messed up by what happened with my dad.
There hasn't been much time to process it.
No, I mean, I think I'm still feeling it. Like, hearing things. Other than Sam.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
You got this, right?
Hell.
Something's still messing with the atmosphere here.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scan must be connected with the atmosphere. Looks like salvage. New. Days ago new.
Who else is here?
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS a home.
Grab all the salvage we can, because I'm really not sure what we will need to spend our money on. This seems to be the edge of the radiation zone. Wow. Okay, so the radiation out there is so severe that we can't last more than a few seconds. I hear you, game. We don't go that away.
Experiencing radiation damage.
Didn't even see that in the middle.
Life support restored.
Thanks, Sam. Keep it frosty.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Thanks, Sam, old buddy. Looks like somebody didn't want us getting in here. Nope. Is there perhaps another way in?
Door Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Ah, AI is learning sense of humour. Find a code, alrighty. Why don't we just scan everything? Vehicle's been stripped. Someone has been here. Someone is definitely messing with the established item. Oh, that looks shiny. I like shiny. Can I scan it? Yes, I can. Calcium fluoride. 38 fluoride. Very cool. There's some more over there. God, I love these jump jets. Can't scan it again. Fair play. Lithium. Nice skirmisher armor. Of course, someone in chat is going to have to remind me that we have that.
Gives us access if we need it.
Personal log, Chief Leto. Chief Engineer Grace Leto. Specialist Cathari needs to stop navel-gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that speculating mind of his. If it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or get Special Project Sigma done, it's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures, and they'll do good work, but I tagged his runner just in case. Vehicle tracking code, Grace Delta 9. So she didn't exactly trust the guy to stay on topic. That's another bit of research data.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Restore power. Roger that. Okay, steady on you guys. There's more fluorite down there, that looks tidy. Nickel, very handy. Another useful element. Turbine generator. Fairly standard. Dark in here. I like how the how the med kit is right up there at the top of that shelf, where no one can reach it.
Another code, like we already found.
Play the audio log, yeah.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Botany analysis. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth, despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind, definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted. No, no one's going to nick all the plasters. Either that or the scavenging team couldn't... What are you doing over there? That's a window. Come on, Cora, stay on target, girl. Yeah, I bet the scavengers tried to take it and just couldn't reach. Ooh, that's a big whatever that is. Okay, let's have a gander over here.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Well, they definitely run out of power then.
Got a partial lock, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Let's do that. Oof, that's a stonkingly large amount of iron.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Message for Nick Thaniopoulos. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can, and I promise you can have your adventure later when they've had more time to plan for your safety. Mum told me to make sure you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it for me. And check in more often. I've started to adopt Mom's worry. Already chewed through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello. Sorry if this is the wrong channel, but this is the one they gave me on the Nexus. I'm requesting an update because my friend hasn't checked in for some time. Leah Wells, R&D Department, Research Assistant 2. She hasn't responded to any of her messages, and I'm worried. Please let her know to get in touch with me. Hello. Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leah Wells a few days ago, and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can. And tell Leah to message me back. So that's a locked internal door. Let's check out the power relay station, find out what's up with it.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
You're not kidding, buddy.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
No, as we already worked out, it is very
Structure up
swiftly
ahead.
lethal.
Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
and we can hunt that signal down.
Damn Skippy.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Let's see about that. Can't see much on the inside. We have to get in there somehow. Console.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here. You thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Salvage, buddy. I don't think you know who we are.
I'm not a salvager, I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Oh, not that juicy.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
Well, we didn't come here for the tan.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Oh, you are kidding.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Never rains, but it pours. Is that all we can do with it? There's that one over there, and there's that one over there. Are there any more? No. Looks like there's only two. There we go.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
Well, we'll have a chat with him in a minute.
We've got company.
We're away. Whoa, contact. range pistol stuff is not conducive to my skill set. Show your face, buddy. I will blow it off. Yeah, I got tired of waiting for you.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Still can't get in there. It's up there.
You took down all those cat... Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
He probably does buy and sell, but for right now, buddy, you need to get out of
Go
here.
on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now. Right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Castro, yes, understood. It is late here. Have a good sleep. I'll try and get this and the previous one uploaded to YouTube by the time you wake up.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is powerful alien tech. We need to respect it. Go slow.
For sure. We'll follow your lead.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
So if that structure could make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
We are slightly more viable. And a new initiative helmet.
Power is restored. We can investigate the nearby buildings.
Looks like one over here. Good. Let's just make sure we have sufficient ammunition. I think we do. Very good. Something to scan around here. Oh, that looks tasty. Oh no, that's the pack rack. Fair play.
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
6 litre V12, no doubt.
Code from a forward station. forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Let's do that. Seems to be something happening in here.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Okay.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Let's research something. Okay. So this is very much still the same thing that we have access to back on the Tempest, I think. I see no reason why we shouldn't research everything that we can. Obviously I'll be prioritising things like armour first, but I see no reason why we shouldn't just research everything. New designs and departures. Tried out the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many kit, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd have led with no hope, personally. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the Ket made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. Brave souls. Brave souls. Scan that one.
Still here, Clancy?
He's just chilling.
I think this is for purifying water.
It's huge and crooked. The storms did that?
We're going to have to fix the storms here, just like we did at the last place then. This is not going to be a viable outpost without the ability to purify water. Did we ever make it in here? No, we didn't, did we? Whopping great. Oh, didn't mean to fall that far.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Oh. Hello. Okay, so
Looks
this...
like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad Crate access code.
Coolio. Okay, so every time we reach a new area, really. These things can be called down, and we can resupply and change our loadout. I'm just going to have a look at that armor that we picked up earlier. I believe it was chest armor. Maybe not. Ah, here we go. Maverick skirmisher armor. Headshot weak point bonus and spare ammo. Okay. Other than that, I am happy. Although, didn't we pick up a... No. Cool. Okay, so let's go back to the Nomad container. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Hello there, Eleanor. Your fine ass.
The Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Forward and reverse seems to be working fine. Very cool. So, we now have the Nomad, which will enable us to go tearing around the place, which is very, very cool. I have a few other bits and pieces to be doing around here. Let's have a look at our quest journal. It's above me here. Can I see a map? Yes, I can. I think it's going to be beyond. Yeah. It's going to be beyond the radiation wall. Okay, fine. It is beyond the pale. Paling. Where do we leave the motor now? There it is up there. Okay guys, I think we'll leave the stream here. We are at an hour and a half, which is kind of toward the upper end of time I like to spend on an individual VOD, just to make it easier for people to watch them on YouTube. So thank you very much for joining me for Mass Effect Andromeda. We have cleared up a few quests on the Nexus. We've gotten to EOS, and we are, I think, finally vaguely aware of the size of the task that we have ahead of us. So join me very soon for another Mass Effect stream. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.